This is Miss Boo.
I still don't really know how to explain what happened that night. Even now, whenever I think about that hospital room, I get this strange feeling in my stomach. This happened in August 2025. My mom had just suffered a stroke and was hospitalized. Thankfully, she survived, but the doctors wanted to keep her under observation for a while. After a few days, they moved her into a private recovery room. The room was actually pretty nice for a hospital. It was quiet, had decent equipment, and there was even a small patio outside the glass door. During the day, it felt almost peaceful out there, but at night, it was just darkness. At that point, I hadn't slept properly for almost 2 days. I was stressed, worried about my mom, and running on pure exhaustion. That evening, I sat down in a chair next to her bed and must have fallen asleep without even realizing it, but the sleep didn't feel normal. It felt like one of those half-sleep states, where you're not fully asleep, but you're not really awake either. I remember being vaguely aware of the room, the quiet, the dim hospital lights, and my mom breathing in the bed behind me. Then, suddenly, I felt uneasy. That kind of feeling where your body knows something is wrong before your brain catches up. A moment later, I heard footsteps outside on the patio. Slow footsteps, very slow. And what immediately stood out was the sound. It didn't sound like shoes. It sounded like bare feet. Skin against concrete. Step, pause. Step, pause. For some reason, that sound alone made my chest tighten. Out of curiosity, and maybe because I was annoyed I couldn't sleep deeply, I slowly moved my eyes toward the patio door. What I saw immediately made me feel cold. There was someone standing right outside the glass door, but all I could see were their feet. They were pale, extremely pale, almost gray. The skin looked lifeless, like it had no warmth or blood in it. They were just standing there, facing the door, facing the room, not moving. Right at that moment, I had this very strong feeling that if I looked up and saw the rest of it, I wouldn't like what I saw, so I didn't. I closed my eyes immediately and turned my head away. I tried to pretend I was still asleep, but even with my eyes closed, I could feel something, a presence, like someone was standing there, just watching the room, watching me. The back of my neck felt cold, like a draft was hitting it. I stayed like that for a while, seconds, maybe minutes, I'm not sure. Eventually, that feeling slowly faded. The air felt normal again, and the silence came back. So I shifted in my chair to get comfortable again and slowly opened my eyes, just to check if everything was normal. That's when I saw it. It wasn't outside anymore. It was inside the room, sitting in the chair across from me, staring directly at me. I can't clearly describe its face. It was mostly dark, but the shape of it looked wrong. The body was extremely thin, too thin, and the eyes were wide open, just staring straight at me, not blinking, not moving. I screamed immediately, just pure instinct. That seemed to startle it. The thing jumped up and ran, but the way it moved was strange. It didn't run like a normal person. It almost hopped forward in quick movements, like a rabbit or some kind of animal. Within seconds, it reached the patio area and disappeared into the darkness outside. And just like that, it was gone. My scream woke my mom up. She asked me what happened. I didn't want to scare her, so I just told her I had a bad nightmare.
But I didn't sleep again for the rest of that night. I've heard a lot of creepy stories in my life, but that was the first time something like that ever happened to me personally. And there's one detail I still can't explain. When I first heard the footsteps, The thing was outside the patio door, but when I opened my eyes again, it was already sitting inside the room, and I never heard the door open.
If this story gave you chills, don't forget to subscribe, because the next one might be even worse.